This Raw Vision video is brought to you by Metro Solar, proud partner of the Richmond Football Club.
20 to 8 on RSN Breakfast. Time to talk some football with one of the stars for the Richmond Football Club, Sam Lloyd, who bagged 4 in the NAB Challenge match against Port Adelaide on Saturday. G'day, Sam. Well done, mate.
G'day, mate. Thanks for having me. Thanks for that.
No, 4 goals. You're in prime form as we come into the season. You must be happy.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't say prime form, but I was happy to get a run and to contribute a bit in the second half on the weekend and get away with a win in the NAB Cup.
Sammy, you played about 8 games last year. Obviously, that would have been a great experience for you because you've been a footy journeyman. It's a great story, I reckon, with what you've achieved. What were your focus points over the summer in terms of that experience, and what can you translate that to this year?
Yeah, no, it was a good experience playing last year. It was probably more than I expected to play 8 games, being my first year, and the pre-season I sort of had coming in, but I gained a lot of experience from it last year and sort of took a few things. I had to work on my fitness and try to get a bit quicker over the summer and just try and get a bigger engine to go into to play that half-forward role.
Yeah, just watching you, forward play just comes natural to you. Has that always been a huge part of your footy DNA?
Oh, I think that's how I've got by as a footy player. But I've played a bit of midfield and played mostly forward my whole career. So I think playing forward and that it just sort of comes to me a little bit.
Can you see a spot there for you, Sam, when you stand back and look at it? Is there a spot there for you, a regular spot in this Richmond team?
Oh, I hope so. I haven't done 6 months of pre-season without thinking I'm not going to play, so I'm surely hoping that I can get a spot there. There's a lot of competition at the moment. Everyone's flying and everyone's had a good pre-season, but I suppose it's healthy competition and it's good to see because everyone's giving the coach a bit to think about. You've
improved your endurance. Does that mean that you can perhaps have a little stints into the midfield, or is it pretty much as a specialist forward that you'll get your opportunity?
At the moment, probably stick up forward and maybe pinch hit in a couple of centre bounces. But as it goes on and as I further produce my endurance, I hope to get into the midfield at some stage. Yeah.
It'd be nice to rub shoulders with guys like Dustin Martin in that midfield mix because that's where I think this year and probably beyond we'll see his best footy.
Oh, I think so, mate. He had a great game on the weekend. I think he finished with something like 30 touches, and the pleasing thing, he had about 6 tackles. So, yeah, he's had a good summer as well, and he's ready. He's flying at this time of year. Yeah.
Sammy, is this the fittest he's been?
I think so. So, as I said before, this is only my second year, but gathering from what I've seen, he is, and then from a bit of talk around the locker room, he's been probably at his fittest at the moment. Yeah.
You spoke on his numbers and also his defensive pressure, but also his ability to win first possession of clearances was a highlight.
Yeah, no, you know how strong he is. You can see that from his fend-off and stuff like that. But his ability to know where the ball's going to go before most other opponents do, and then have the strength to get out is I've never seen anything like it.
What about Trent Cotchin when we see him back in the mix?
Yeah, he's just been sort of putting cotton wool a bit at the moment with just a bit of hamstring soreness, but he's been training at almost full intensity the last couple of weeks, and I'm sure he'll be right up there to pick for selection this weekend against the Kangaroos.
It's a big game against the Kangaroos. What's the philosophy of the club? What's your sense of the philosophy? Of course, the coaches will make that decision, but do you think you'll have your best team available for that match against North?
I'd only be speculating, but I assume so. I'd imagine it'd be a bit of a dress rehearsal before round 1, but there's been guys that haven't had game time yet, so I'm sure that they'll be thinking of that also, that'll be putting their hands up for round 1.
A part of that preparation, obviously, was with Jackie Rewalt and also Ivan Marek coming from the ground subbed off at three-quarter time. Was that just to build into their preparation to make sure they're right for the next practice match, but also a view for round 1?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Ivan was killing it in the ruck, as you would have saw, and Jack had a good game defensively. He probably didn't kick as many goals as he'd like, but he still contributed a lot. I think, like you said, they were just getting him ready for this week, and then obviously round 1.
How's David Asprey going? I reckon he had a fantastic start to the year last year, Sammy, and unfortunately he was cruelled by injury. How's he tracking?
Yeah, no, Dave's flying since last year. As you said, he had a great start to the year. I think he was finishing first in the BNF after round 8. But yeah, he recovered really well after that, and I think he ended up playing one game towards the end of last year, and he's had a full pre-season and really dominated the training track. So I'm sure we'll see a lot of him this year.
Have you got any feedback how he went in the VFL game on Saturday, just in terms of his progression?
Yeah, no, he from all reports he got through unscathed and had a really good hit out, and yeah, he won best on track.
And mate, just the final one, just regarding the 4 umpires, of course the experiment during the NAB Challenge. Have you noticed any difference in terms of having 4 umpires as opposed to 3 field umpires?
Me personally, I haven't. The ball flies around that quick. I don't really notice the umpires, what they're doing. I'm trying to get a kick, but just in terms of the free kicks and stuff, I haven't really noticed, to be honest. But I'm sure it's working well.
It's probably a good thing that you haven't noticed.
Yeah, that's right.
Just before we let you go, Sam, tell us your best forward line structure, because you've got some players you can roll through there.
At the moment, probably. Do you want the 6?
Yeah, give us the 6. Give us your opinion.
Rewald, Vickery, Griffith, Deledio, Edwards,
and Lloyd.
And Lloyd.
Yeah, great. Good way to finish, mate.
Good on you, Sam.
Guys.
Good luck, mate.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for your time. Sam Lloyd, mature age recruit for the Tigers at the end of 2013, played 8 games last year, as you said, Mick, and poised, got great goal sense, and one of those mature ages. Another one that trying to find their way in AFL football.